Well, you know how everybody's on Clubhouse now. Well,
Yes.
it's kind of the hot thing of the moment. I spoke for a guy who was on my show, who was a great guy on my show, Glenn Lundy, and he asked me to speak for his morning breakfast group. And he had a really great turnout. I mean, it's just like any social media, you have to really work it. You can't just come on once in a while and just maybe expect your Twitter following to grow, or you know what I mean, or your Clubhouse or your
Right.
LinkedIn or whatever. I'm
So how,
referring to all of it. So he
so
really
how,
works it.
how do they work? So
What's
how
that?
does that mean? What does that mean?
What does it
That
mean?
he works?
He works
Yeah.
it well. I mean, he connects with people, he promotes it, he talks about it, he's on all the time, he goes into different groups. He's just, to get a following, you have to be very visible. And so he's very
Yes.
visible. And he did something for me, which I've never had anybody do after I've spoken for them. And I think you might have seen, I posted on Instagram.
He put you on the front cover.
Well, well, first of all, he's on the front cover. It's like a Wheaties box, you know, and he sent.
Oh my God, how
Isn't
did
that
you get that whole
cute? He sent, it comes in a box, and he talks about, you know, he uses this for advertising. I thought it was really adorable that he did this. And inside, huh?
Can he be sued for that?
Well, he doesn't have any logos. It just looks like a cereal box. I mean, it doesn't. It doesn't say Wheaties.
No, it doesn't. Okay.
I don't know if Breakfast with Champions is technically trademarked or anything, so I don't know. But his
you know, I asked.
I'm sure I don't know, but his is actually Rise and Grind is what his is. It's hard for me to say. Rise and Grind, hashtag Rise and Grind is his. But he put a t-shirt in it to thank me. And then he came up with, you know, another thing that he did.
That is so cool.
You know, so he put you in the box, which, you know, I mean, he did a lot. I don't know how much he paid to do all that, but it was very, you know, not cheap, you know. So that kind of thing, it, you know, it's kind of a great idea because here I'm sharing it. Anybody who's watching this is learning about him. And I had posted this on my social media, and I got, you know what I mean? And so if more people are becoming aware of the Rise and Grind show, they're more becoming aware of him.
What is that? Rise and what?
Grind, like coffee, grind the coffee, rise and grind instead of rise and shine. Aha.
Oh, okay.
So this is like a free commercial for Glenn Lundy. But he was great on my show. If you want to go to my drdianehamilton.com/blog, you can read the show he's on. You just search for his name at the top. But but I'm bringing it up because it's very creative. I teach so much marketing that I love new marketing ideas that I haven't seen before.
Well, that's particularly of interest, I think, to a lot of people, because Clubhouse is just like a radio and you don't get to see anybody. So all of a sudden he's taken the Clubhouse platform and he has raised it to a visual platform as well.
Right.
So I think that's really a very good idea.
Well, I loved it for a lot of reasons. I've had the author of Giftology on my show, and he talked about how to give good gifts. And, you know, that's how I got into Cutco knives. Wow, those are great. He sent me he sent me these Cutco knives.
You're supposed to buy the product.
I didn't buy them. He sent them to me as a gift. No, for being on my show. It was great. I get all these gifts. You know, hey, swag is the best. You know, you get all this stuff. So it was like it's specially made for Dr. Diane Hamilton on these beautiful knives. And I have bought some for other people since then. So I did buy some because they are the best gifts, right? And I think John Ruhlin wrote the book of Giftology. And I think giving gifts is a real art if you do it right. And I think Glenn and John obviously know how to do it right. And I think you could use that for the self-promotion to get on shows, to get more recognition, because as I'm promoting Glenn's stuff, another show might say, oh, look, she really makes a big deal if you're on her show, she's on your show. and I want her on my show. You know what I mean? And so that's the kinds of things that get you exposure, as we're talking about media, how to get on the media. Once you're on the media, make the best use of promoting yourself, of, you know, that experience, right?
I have some questions, of course.
I want to hear them.
In the book, Five Languages of Love, some people respond very positively to gifts. Other people respond more positively to other kinds of things, like being emotionally present, or I'm trying to think of another one from that book. But it's very significant that you find out in advance if that person is happy recipient of gifts, as opposed to being physically present with the person or getting write-ups from the everybody is
I think it's different if it's a personal relationship versus like this kind of a relationship, a media relationship.
I don't make that distinction. I know it's all about love languages, but I don't make that distinction. Like, some people have handed me gifts, and I would, well, guys in my life have handed me gifts sometimes, and I would much rather have them take me to a place.
Oh yeah.
Eat together. I mean,
that's different. That's a lot different. I had a lot of people want to send me just random stuff, and I feel really bad if somebody sends me gifts, because then I feel like I have to give them something, you know. And then you're like, where do you go?
You're not a good gift acceptor.
I'm not I don't like, I feel uncomfortable sometimes. Like,
every time I walk in with something, you get embarrassed.
I know. Well, I'm like, I'm not a good person to give gifts to, but see, this isn't really a gift. This is a thank you. It's not really a gift. You know what I mean? I didn't need the t-shirt part. I like the creativity part of this. You know what I mean?
Right.
And if it was an empty box, it would have been just as good as a t-shirt or anything else in it. It's I don't know. I found it really I like the creativity. Like, one guy I used to work with, he used to always want to send me a sweatshirt. And I go, you know, I live in Arizona and I don't really wear sweatshirts. Do I look like I'd wear sweatshirts anyway?
117 degrees. Are you kidding?
That's just a specific look that I can't pull off anyway. But you know, I don't want people to send me stuff, you know, but I love it when somebody does something really creative that makes me think.